Hey there, Aquarius. What's up? What's good? What's happening? Welcome in. Welcome back. This is going to be a general message, so take what fits and leave what doesn't. If none of this hits home, try a different message. If you don't like me as a reader, try a different reader. I'm not offended. Just going to do a free-for-all. I'm going to pull from a couple different decks, see what comes through for you guys. Nine of Cups. Page of Pentacles in reverse. This is a sense of freedom. This is a sense of dropping something that was either not working, not taking root. It's almost like dropping a ball, but on purpose. Six of Cups reversed. Or was that in the upright? I feel like either way, because this could be the past and childhood, right? But in the reverse, it's like you're not repeating the past, or you're not bringing this heaviness into your life, your situation, because you're happy and you want to stay that happy, that lighthearted. The Fool. Yeah, you're cleaning a slate here. You're washing your hands clean of something. Let me find out what this is in regards to. Protect. Yeah, you're trying to protect yourself or your children, for those of you that are parents. Actually, very specifically, there could be somebody around your child that's bad news. They're a bad influence. And you might be letting them know, like, hey, you're not welcome in my house anymore. I'm getting a level of disrespect there. Yeah, detach. There was a level of disrespect. There's something that you're detaching from, and the sense of freedom here is like a revolution. Oh, I'm talking to Aquarius. Yes, you are the revolutionaries. Absolutely. All right, you're being asked to detach from something that you've been holding on to. When we hold on too tightly to the desired outcome, it restricts the flow. Trust that the outcome will work out and let go of your attachment to it. Okay, so you've said your piece and you've counted to 3. You're detaching from something. You're letting something go. It wasn't working. It wasn't taking root. It wasn't, you know, I planted so many different plants, and some of them took like crazy, and some of them just, whoops, not so right, not so great, yeah. And this one's not so great, yeah. So go ahead and clear it out. You can still use that soil for something else. That plant just didn't make it. Okay, or plan, right? The seed you were planting here, this one didn't quite take. It could have been in a bad spot. It could have been something that actually wasn't for you. Oh my gosh, that song, sometimes God greatest, what is it? Sometimes God's greatest gift is unanswered prayers. Because sometimes we're praying for something and we don't realize what we're actually asking for, yeah? But you found out what you were asking for and you're like, nope, never mind, just kidding. Next. What else? I'm literally hearing, actually, you can't sit with us. Just, no. Okay. I'm also getting a friend that was bad-mouthing when you weren't there, and they thought you weren't going to hear about it, but you did. And now you're detached. Like the whole group is kind of having this one person, right? This clique of 4, and now it's 3 because this person is detaching. Actually, you can't sit with us, because if you're going to talk like that about this one when they're not here, then what are you saying about the rest of us when we're not here? That's just really shady behavior, and I don't want to be associated with shady people. Because you do, then you're going to start being shady with yourself, and then, right? I just literally got a "I'm so proud of you" text message from the last fucking person I expected to send me that. Wow. Okay. But that's that sense of freedom, that sense of It hurts. It's bittersweet. Don't get me wrong. Healing is going to be, yeah, man, you're going to have to heal. This detaching is a little painful. You know, it's not, it is. It's ripping off the Band-Aid. And for somebody like me, I'm still trying to get the tape off of my freaking arm. I hate that. I'm actually allergic to it too. That's why I break out and it's itchy and It says your body, mind, and soul are in a period of deep healing right now. You're going through many transformations at once, and you're being asked to allow yourself to receive the healing you need with open arms and an open heart. Sure, you ripped the Band-Aid off, but there's still a boo-boo underneath that needs to heal. There's still, you know, whatever skin come off with the Band-Aid that needs to heal. Or if you had that tape on there, you've got, how many days does it take us to get that tape all the way off, right? Look, miracles though. Miracles. You can when you believe. Oh my gosh, how does that song go? There can be miracles when you believe. Though hope is frail, it's hard to kill. It is hard to end this. You know, and maybe this person is sorry and, you know, I don't think this is a goodbye forever type of situation. We don't have Death card. We don't have the World card. We have the Fool. We have the Page of Pentacles in reverse. We even have the Six of Cups in reverse. We have detach and healing. What if both sides are healing? Anyways, you're being asked to pay extra close attention to all the big and small miracles that have already occurred in your life, and also those that are currently occurring and are still to come. I'm also hearing, and the ones around you. Because when God's giving blessings around you, that means he's in town. He's going to be stopping by. Miracles surround you. Yeah. Be on the lookout for them. There is some kind of getting like an unexpected twist of fate. I keep channeling that. I'm starting to wonder if that's a personal message and now I'm just kind of projecting it into all their readings. It very well could be. There is a twist of fate. Literally the fate card, the Wheel of Fortune, the Wheel of Fate, the Wheel of Fortune. With the Ten of Swords. After a detachment, something amazing is landing in your lap. After you walk away from something, detach from something. Boom. There, you know, I wonder if this is a very, very temporary type of situation, because the Wheel of Fortune is also about learning the cycles, right? Learning the lesson and moving on to a bigger one. Learning that lesson and moving on to a bigger one. Learning this lesson and moving on to this bigger one. And now you've learned this lesson and you're about to launch into the next one. Yes? So like, you're about to be very fortunate. Let me go ahead and, didn't I just say I thought I was mirroring a little bit? Maybe I've got another unexpected something. I don't know if I'm ready. I don't know if I'm ready. She wasn't ready. All right, let's. I'm not going to run from it. I'm just going to be a little sarcastic because, slow down. All right. Revealing the Truth Oracle. What do we have? Something didn't take root. Something didn't work out. Somebody dropped the ball. Somebody was a bit disrespectful. Childish, even very childish, because Page and Six of Cups, they're both children and they're in the reverse. So this is like immortality, resurrection, sublimination, piety, and infinity. Something is definitely going to be reawakening here. This is the Phoenix energy, Phoenix rising. I know you're watching this one. Yeah, this is going to come back around. I do feel like they're going to hold themselves accountable. Yeah, I need to see it. The people need to see that. And I'm not going to put a timeline on this. It's going to be different for everybody because it just depends on when this person, you know, misses their team enough, their group enough, their clique enough to reach out and apologize. And Yeah, we have taboo here. This person knew that they were walking a fine line when they did this, when they said what they said. Finances, yeah, they knew that it was risky to do that. It was risky to say this. It was risky to, you know. This could actually be affecting their work too. If you guys work together, somebody could even be let go here or pulled into the office and talked about how they are creating a hostile work environment. We have sing. And again, it's bringing me back to that miracles. Music is going to be really important here. Pay attention to the songs. Pay attention to the songs because they've got messages in them. It says soul, sing praises, and performance. Notice how she's dressed as an angel with her wings. So I do think there is going to be a angelic moment that this person has, a very honest, a very real, a very, it says soul. The soul is the first one that it says. This is from the bottom of their soul. They're really sorry here. They want to clean the slate. They don't want problems. They shouldn't have done it. You know, maybe their emotions got to them, or maybe they were having a rough day, or, you know. Pet. Dog, cat, animal friends. Always pay attention to your pets. They'll tell you who you can and cannot trust. Every time. Every single time. Sacrifice. Dedication, ritual, worship, voluntary. Yeah, so this, you know what I'm getting off of pets is the loyalty. Look for unfinished business. Yeah. This person can't just let it go. They can't just let this go. You guys have invested too much in each other. You know what I'm getting? I'm actually getting, like, say you, the situation I gave earlier, say you did plant something like a tomato or whatever and it didn't take, so you go to remove it and you just toss it in this area in your yard, and maybe it's like a compost area or whatever, and all of a sudden one day you go out there to check the rest of your garden that was doing good, and you'll look over and you see a tomato plant just thriving over here. It's because it wasn't in the right location. Location. Or something had to be removed in order for it to be, like, ignited is the word that I want to use. It's making me think of keys. I actually have one of my keys sitting right next to me. I'm surprised that's still there. I thought I picked that up last night. Let's get some inspiration going, yes? Oh, and you know what? I'm actually seeing a chunk of you guys, a chunk of the collective, us taking accountability for going a little too far, being a little childish. Look at that. What happened? And stand your ground. What happened is you had to stand up for yourself. Somebody treated you foul. There's no way around that. They treated you foul. So yeah, you maybe overreacted initially, but I see you really detaching, pulling back, and you're not going to give it that reaction anymore. Something needs time to fizzle. Desperation. Never do anything out of desperation, because in doing so, you may never regain your dignity or your reputation. Yeah, so you don't want to go too hard. Intuition. Always trust your gut. The universe is constantly speaking to us. Will you choose to listen? And for the other individual, we have empowered. Be empowered today to take back control of your own life and your own destiny. I'm telling you, this person is going to hold accountability for what they did. They are, yeah, and they're going to be empowered because of it. They're going to feel good because they were honest and, you know, look, fucking responsibility. I can't make it up. They're empowered because they're holding themselves responsible, accountable. Maturing begins when you can take responsibility for your own actions. And that was the question I was asking, is if they're going to, and they are. It's right here. Thank you so much. Not for this outcome, but for answering my very straightforward question. See, that's what it is. Sometimes you just got to ask the right question. If you're not asking the right question, you're going to get a fucky answer. Oh, wait. Stand your ground again. Because I didn't look at the bottom of the deck. Those two came out on their own. It has always been said that if you don't stand for something, you will fall for everything. Stand up for what you believe and not to be easily swayed from the beliefs and wishes of others. And then we also have get help underneath. Okay, life can be overwhelming and sometimes even unmanageable. Now would be a great time to reach out for help before your problems destroy you. And I think that's what's happening. Like, this is somebody that's standing up, that's taking responsibility, that's feeling good about it, that is gonna make it right. And not just words, actions. Because it's almost like there's some kind of prison that they're holding themselves in. Yeah, and then memories underneath that. I think about it over and over again. I replay it over and over again. And it hurts so bad. But look, suck it up and awaken. Like, you can choose to change your situation by assuming accountability, right? Don't be desperate to keep people around that you keep people that are going to treat you foul around. Stand your ground. And then let them own theirs. Okay? I'm going to leave it right here. I hope this helps who it needs to, how it needs to. I love you guys so much. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, and if you'd like a personal reading, that information is in the description box below. Until next time, stay beautiful.